जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining. And we are continuing our discussion on verse number 11 of chapter number 1 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So in last several verses, Duryodhana is describing the two armies. First he started describing his opposite army, the Pandavas, and the great generals of the Pandavas. And then he discusses about his own great generals. But he said that I'm only going to describe few of them, because in my uh, party, there are so many great warriors. So after that, he summarizes that in the last verse, and now he appeals to his other warriors because he thought that they may feel left out. So he appeals to the other warriors to give support to Bhishma, because they are also very important in this battlefield of Kurukshetra. So let's read the verse. The verse goes as Ayaneshu cha sarveshu yatha bhagam avastita Bhishmam eva bhirakshantu bhavanta sarva eva hi. So Duryodhana says, the translation goes as, all of you must now give support to grandfather Bhishma. So he is talking to the other warriors and he is requesting them to give full support to grandfather Bhishma. Why? Because as you stand at your respective strategic points of entrance into the phalanx of the army. So wherever you are standing from there, if you are closer by to Bhishma Pitamaha, then you must give him protection, because he is old and he may be attacked from the other side. So you all are very important, and so you have to give protection to the most important person, that is Bhishma Pitamaha. So let's read the purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So Prabhupada says in the beginning that Duryodhana is praising the prowess of Bhishma. Duryodhana, after praising the prowess of Bhishma, further considers that others might think that they have been considered less important. So being a politician and being the leader of the Kaurava army, he thinks that everybody should be satisfied and every one of the warriors should be fired up to give their best. So in his usual diplomatic way, he tried to adjust the situation in the above words. So this is what Prabhupada is showing, that Duryodhana, being a very diplomatic person, is trying to please all the other warriors, emphasizing to protect Bhishma from all sides. So he is now saying that they must protect Bhishma from all the other sides. He emphasized that Bhishma Dev was undoubtedly the greatest hero, but he was an old man. Right? He was a Pitamaha. In fact, he was not a direct Pitamaha, but he was in the age group where his grandfather would have been. So everyone must especially think of his protection from all the sides. He might become engaged in the fight, and the enemy might take an advantage of his full engagement on one side. So he may be in direct contact with some Pandavas, he may be fighting directly, but he needs that protection from the other side. So they were said to use their intelligence in such a way that Bhishma is protected from all the sides. Therefore, it was important that the other heroes not leave their strategic position and allow the enemy to break the phalanx. So then Duryodhana continues that Duryodhana clearly felt the victory of the Kurus depend on the presence of Bhishma Deva, because he was the greatest warrior, the most experienced, and he was very, very powerful. Even though he may be old, but he was very powerful. So there was a great dependence on Bhishma Pitamaha to win this war, and Duryodhana knew about this. So in the next section, Prabhupada talks about Duryodhana's mixed opinion about Bhishma and Drona. So Duryodhan was confident on the full support of Bhishma Dev and Dronacharya in the battlefield. Because why he thought like that they'll give full support? Because he well knew that they did not even speak a word when Arjuna's wife Draupadi is in her helpless condition and had appealed to them for justice while she was being forced to appear naked in the presence of all the great generals in the assembly. So this is being talked about the Asat Sabha. So in the Asat Sabha, Bhishma and Drona they remained silent when Draupadi was disrobed. So by this, they allowed the adharma to happen, and that means they also practiced adharma, and they became contaminated in this way. So this episode of Draupadi's Vastraharan, this is a very traumatic pastimes, especially for those who were in the side of Pandavas, and the Pandavas were very virtuous. So the Pandavas they lost their kingdom, they lost their honor, they become slave, and Draupadi was seriously humiliated. And at that time, Bhishma remained silent. Even Drona remained silent. So the whole pastime was, for us, it is to demonstrate a particular truth. So the truth is that no matter how worthy protectors we have in this world. So for Draupadi, she had like five very powerful Kshatriya husband. But no matter how powerful they were, we will be put in such a situation sometimes in life that nobody can protect us, not even the greatest protectors. So at that time, ultimately, we have to depend on the protection of only one person, and that is the protection of Supreme Lord. So this is being shown, by the example of Draupadi, which is happened in the Asat Sabha. No matter how powerful somebody will be who is with us, but there will be circumstances that will come in life, and at that time each of them will become helpless. So in this case, we see that the Pandavas were bound and they were completely helpless, though they were great, but they couldn't protect actually uh, the the poor lady, Draupadi. And even the greatest of the greatest, the Bhishma and Drona and Vidura, they couldn't also protect. So ultimately, we have no protection except one, that is the Supreme Lord. So when Draupadi raised her hand, when her sari was being pulled off, then when she totally raised her both the hands, at that time the protection was given by the Supreme Lord himself in terms of unlimited sari that came. So we can see in this way that Mahabharata one had like two level, or there are different levels of instructions given in Mahabharata. One at the level of Karma Kanda, where Bhishma had to fight from the side of the Kauravas. Yeah. And why Bhishma had to fight in the side of Kauravas? So based on the Karma Kanda understanding, because he was duty bound and he had taken vows to protect the ruler. So that at that time we see that because he had taken the vow, he couldn't participate from the side of the Pandavas. And also he had eaten the salt of the Kauravas. So they were maintaining him. So then he had to participate from their side. So this is the Karma Kanda understanding. But then there is a higher level of understanding, at a pure devotional level of understanding, in which how do we understand that Bhishma didn't fight from the Pandava side. Yeah. So Bhishma wanted to explain this to all of us, or actually Krishna wanted to explain to us through the example of Bhishma Dev, and this is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam in Canto 1, Chapter 9, the passing away of Bhishma Dev. In that section, it is explained that Krishna wanted to demonstrate the principle that anybody who goes against the will of the Lord will be perished. So in this case, Bhishma and Drona, they didn't speak up. Actually, they should have spoken up, but they didn't speak up, and they supported the Kauravas in a way by just keeping quiet. So in that case, they have insulted a very virtuous lady. So they are liable for punishment. So this is what Krishna is going to teach us or taught us through this example. So we have to stand up and fight against the irreligiosity, that is adharma, that is happening in this world. Wherever it is happening, we have to, and especially even the greatest of the greatest fighters like Bhishma and Drona, they were perished by not supporting dharma. They were on the side of adharma, so they had to go through this punishment in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So coming back to this purport, where Duryodhan is knowing that they didn't speak up during this Asat Sabha, where Draupadi was they were forcing her to get naked. So they don't speak up. So he is thinking that they are going to support him, support Duryodhan and Kauravas in this fight. Although he knew, so continuing our discussion, the purport, although he knew that the two generals had some sort of affection for the Pandavas, he hoped that these generals would now completely give it up, as they had done during the gambling performance. So this was what Duryodhan was expecting, that because they didn't speak up in during the gambling match, and they didn't speak up to protect Draupadi, now they are going to fight from the side of the Kauravas in the battlefield. So with this, we'll stop here and continuing our discussion in the next session. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Gaur Premanande Haribol.